Once upon a time in Jamaica, a giant snowman had to go up to the castle to get some loaf of bread. But the castle didn't have any loaf of bread. So he had to go up the hill to get some loaf of bread because it's a hill loaf of bread. On his way, he meets a giant stick figure. He says he can't go by unless he decides what to get kind of bread. So he picks from all 6 kind of breads. Of course, he can't pick, so he shoots the stick guy and runs off with the bread. But the stick children aren't so happy, so they start throwing sticks at him. But the sticks who get thrown at him aren't very happy, so they attack the kids that are throwing the sticks, which of course makes the stones mad if you ever knew anything about sticks. So the stones start attacking the sticks, start attacking the children, they're attacking the guy, snowman, person. And the snowman's like, I'm getting out of here. But before he can get away, he gets abducted by aliens. And these aliens try to dissect him. But he's like, oh no. So he starts punching them, but the aliens shoot him. And then one of the aliens says, I must go retrieve the stone of Kwanla. So he beams down to Mars to get the Guacamole. But instead of that, he tricks him into going to Earth. So he goes to Earth and sees Professor Oxana. And Professor Oxana turns him into a Chinese person. So he runs all the way to China so we can steal the velvet of la 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 la. So he can give it to the old man, who in change gives it to the peasant, who turns it into a rock so he can fly all the way to the moon. And the moon has chicken in there, so he starts eating the chicken. But then Fred comes out of nowhere and starts shooting him with being 20. But then a giant rooster starts shooting Fred and shoots him in the head, and Fred dies. But then a giant spaceship comes and there's an alien inside, and he tries to destroy the planet because he knows he's the only one who can destroy this madness. But before he attacks, he remembers something important. Back when he was a child, when he first met his true love, they were at the dance, and he was starting to talk to her, make out with her, until a giant SpongeBob came and started killing everybody with his chainsaw. SpongeBob started chopping up all the other aliens, and all the other aliens die. And then the alien guy's like, oh, no you don't. So he's punching someone. And before he can do that, though, he must retrieve the golden staff. So he goes all the way out to Ashnanda planet. But there, he meets a giant stone tablet that says, no, you cannot get the stone at all. But I want it. You cannot get it. I will send direct consciousness to you. So Ghostbusters come out of nowhere, start attacking him. But the alien knows one thing about Ghostbusters. They're allergic to cheese. So he makes the Ghostbusters explode from the cheese smells. But before he can do that, he gets destroyed by a meteor, which on top of it was Hancock. Hancock starts attacking. Before he can do that, Shaq comes out of nowhere with an MP3 and starts shooting him. And then Abe Lincoln comes out of his grave with a giant chainsaw. But SpongeBob's like, you can't copy me. And then he's like, crap it. This is copying a whole entire weird series thing that has nothing to do with any of this. Okay then, so they start attacking all the other guys. But then a giant duck comes out of nowhere and starts stomping on everybody. But the giant penguin from the last episode starts attacking him. So there's a big giant war. But then Godzilla crushes both of them. And then Snoopy pees on Godzilla and Godzilla explodes. And then Snoopy takes out his MP3 and starts shooting all the guys. But then a giant Pac-Man comes and destroys the planet. And the Pac-Man's going around. And then all these other ghosts are chasing him. And then one of the ghosts kills him. And the guy's playing the game is like, oh, dang it. So the guy has to go get some more quarters because he all had quarters. When he gets to the cash register, they're out of quarters. So he asks for $1, and they're like, no, we're not giving you $1. You only needed 3 cents. Ugh. So he goes out and tries to get quarters. He plays a little piano. I don't know how he got a piano. He got a piano from a very weird Chinese person that lived in Hong Kong. Not China this time, Hong Kong. And in Hong Kong, they used to use pianos for street magic. And they didn't know that there was a ton of knives in there that did all sorts of tricks. So when the guy started playing, he got stabbed by knives. So they started suing the Chinese guy. The Chinese guy runs away. He runs all the way to Cuba. The Cuban people are like, you can't come here, so they shoot him. But then the Cuban people get sued by the people suing the Chinese guy, suing by the other people that are suing the guy with the person. Anyways, the person says, my name is Person, and he's not so happy because I'm Person, and I don't like that name. So he starts shooting everybody in his horrible rage. But SpongeBob comes out of his grave and starts attacking everybody. But then Saubon, my bird, attacks everybody and transforms into a transformer. The transformer starts smushing everyone. But then a giant lassie comes out of nowhere and starts eating everybody. And then this giant Mexican man says, "Lassie, come here," and then the Mexican man teaches Lassie all sorts of tricks about learning how to fly, learning how to use razor beams, just like Bolt in the movie. I like Bolt. So does this guy in Cuba who watches it way too much. One time he watched way too much, his eye burned, and then they sued the movie because Cuba people like suing things. But the movie wasn't so happy now because it was Disney Channel Cuba, and Disney Channel Cuba is racist because Cuba doesn't have any channel. Disney Channel. Anyways, Disney Channel gets all mad because Cuba's not even supposed to have Disney Channel there. So, the maker of Disney Channel tries to run away from the evil Cuba people. So he runs and tells the president. The president gets reminded by how he needs to buy shoes because the shoe owner used to sell a lot of shoes because he loved all his shoes, but then he sold it to everybody, and his favorite pair, he said he could only borrow, but he never returned it. So the guy got mad. And then the guy remembered that he got the shoes from Abe Barton, the man who lived to be 2,000 years old. The reason he lived to be 2,000 years old is because that he eat a lot of spinach. And if you eat spinach, kids, you'll learn a lot and stuff. Anyways, the spinach learn how to fly, so they start flying into people's noses and make their heads explode. Of course, the people get all mad because their head is exploding, but they wouldn't care because they're dead. So their dead zombies come out of nowhere and start eating everybody. But then the people get mad because they're getting eaten, but they turn into zombies, so they get mad and they're all evil zombies. But then a giant rocket destroys everyone, and the only place that shoots rockets like that is the mistletoe world, where everybody's kissing constantly for no apparent reason whatsoever. So everyone's kissing there, and then this evil guy who doesn't have a girlfriend likes to shoot other worlds for no reason. So he shoots a lot of other worlds for no reason, and makes them all explode. And he's like, oh. But then it's all up to Chuck Norris to destroy him. So Chuck Norris starts punching him, but the evil guy stabs him with a super ray. But then giant rock people come out and start stabbing him. But then he knows how to get away from the rock people. So he turns into Link and then gets portaled to Mars, where he watches stone people fighting other stone people because they're stone people and stone people like fighting people. If you ever want to know why stone people like fighting other people, you should watch Rocky. I like Rocky. It's all about punching. Oh, have you ever noticed? This is late. Have you ever noticed that Lassie is like a dog owned by a Mexican man? The Mexican man has a pipe, and where he got the pipe was Campbell soup, and then he likes Campbell's soup. Campbell's chicken noodle scoop. Scoop. I said scoop. I like ice cream. Ice cream comes from New York. Did you know that? No, it doesn't. It comes from China. Can you believe that? It's like little clap, 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 clap. And then a giant SpongeBob likes to destroy the place. That's why everybody thinks it's in America. It's kind of weird though, because Americans wear toupees. I'm American, but still, I don't wear a toupee, but most Americans do. I like Santa Claus hats. Santa Claus hats make me feel special. I wear them all the time because they come from CVS. CVS is a very nice place unless it's in a war, which starts attacking everyone, which relieves into a giant missile pod where everyone dies. I like Captain Crunch.
Comment down below if you want to have a New Year's special. If not, just comment saying no. If you do, comment saying yes. I like waffles.